So, da sind wir auch schon. Wunderschönen guten Abend alle zusammen. Willkommen, willkommen zu Genshin Impact. Ich freue mich. Schaltet ein, seid dabei. Ja, finde Zhongli. Wir haben ja den Bossgraf platt gemacht. Und diesen Wassergott. Und ja, eigentlich geht es jetzt weiter. Ich wollte einfach mal hier den Ausblick euch mal zeigen. Beim Hinabschweben. Richtig nice. Natürlich, falls ich irgendeine Kiste oder so sehe, ihr kennt das. Dann direkt dorthin. So, jetzt sind wir auch schon gleich da. Ich hoffe, ihr alle hattet einen wunderschönen Abend. Bis jetzt. Und ja, ich werde immer Livestreams machen, so gegen 22:40 Uhr, vielleicht ein bisschen später. Und ab und zu manchmal früher, aber ansonsten eigentlich immer halt abends. So, ja, nicht die Beinchen hier brechen, ne? Ich sehe das hier irgendwo. Wo ist er denn? Ah.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that...
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could... Oh, we had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Irgendwie quietscht so ein bisschen mein Tisch. Ich weiß gar nicht, was ist los mit dem. Ne, immer noch. So, naja. Okay, bei der Bank des Nordens. Jetzt einmal nach der Quatscherei dorthin sollen wir jetzt hingehen, dann tun wir das doch.
Join the Adventurers Guild.
Was ist dann hier oben? Wir müssen eigentlich noch reichlich Belohnungen bekommen.
Ja.
Bin ich mal gespannt.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities? Oh, it seems that some of your friends...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Also, ich kann mir vorstellen, dass es recht schwer gewesen sein muss, hilflos mit einem zu sehen, wie deinem Freund etwas Wichtiges entrissen wurde. Aha. Ich habe noch Zeit, es zurückzuholen oder atmen. Einfach durchatmen. Nein, wir machen nicht auf Angst, wir machen hier auf stark.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost... So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personal. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Okay, die wahren Betrüger hier sind, ich verfluche sie dafür, mich missgeleitet zu haben. Sich ausgetrickst oder keine Ahnung.
So actually,
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now,
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed.
how sanctimonious.
Okay, wie scheinheilig.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that...
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing my... until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard... I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself...
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided, so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply...
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its...
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an honor. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine...
Huh? That doesn't...
Wreaking havoc. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
Auf wessen Seiten stehst du? Hast du es auf einen Kampf mit mir abgesehen? Naja, wir wurden beide gleichermaßen reingelegt, oder du hast es dir dieses Mal wirklich selbst schwer gemacht.
Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying? Don't always call it as you see it.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to...
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Heiß die Alte.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Klar, mich nicht was fragen, erstmal das.
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking...
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Paimon, so...
One of the...
You're...
Okay, jetzt gibt es hier nichts für uns, oder was? Hier oben? Was ist das denn? Also hier im Gebäude ruckelt es. Jawohl, eine Kiste. Ach, die geht gar nicht auf. Ja, lol. Okay, wir gehen mal raus. Bin ich mal gespannt, wie das eigentlich zu Ende läuft. Ach ja, erstmal ein Trinken. Das konnte doch keiner lesen so
Today's
schnell.
the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Ich glaube aber, ich habe eine Bambusleitung gerade. Leider.
So, are you buying or not?
Ich hoffe, dass mein Internet gleich ein bisschen besser wird. Ja, nice. Hier oben ist eine Kiste. Cool. Lass mal gucken, wie ich hier hochkomme. Hier geht's leider nicht. Ach, hier ist auch eine. Ein Livestream sehe ich es jetzt. Ja, wir haben leider eine Bambusleitung hier. Schade. Und schade.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god...
Now that you mention it, that's very... I mean, it all fits together. That... Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess?
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like...
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting...
So Rex Lapis is really...
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady type... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that...
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex...
Ja, die Bambusleitung ist heute irgendwie, ich weiß nicht, immer noch da. Hier gibt's verdammt viel zu quatschen, also meine Güte.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, gods and adepti live glorious lives. But both light and shadow have rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered, having been thwarted in his trial. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said. So that's how they're spit. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give... Could the Chising already have known that Rex left? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right?
Hier stehen ja fast alle.
Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching.
As said previously, Rex
3,700 years of contracts burnt and
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we re-establish our contract?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay. Name your price.
Whoa.
10er? Sag doch einfach 10er.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
So, liebevoller Abschied. Unterhalte dich mit Leuten noch. Nee, dein Ernst? Das überspringen wir natürlich einfach mal.
You're mine.
Alter, das ruckelt hier gewaltig.
Cleanup of the...
Thought it'd see... Well...
Erledigt. Jetzt bin ich auch noch ins Wasser gefallen.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down... Right. If the two of you can spare the time.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli.
You're right. I do like the Mora.
Du hast recht, ich habe nicht genügend Moria, das war ja klar. Du warst schon die ganze Zeit so, aber warum sollte es mal an Mora fehlen?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true... I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling this... That is true. But there is no journey that...
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of...
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bak...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very... Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of... But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, this is what visions are. Magical folk...
That's how people in Teyvat see...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all...
They want to seize visions. But why?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because...
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. The fact that even I, the oldest of the 7, have now... Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of. 7 ideals for 7 gods. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? That said, I hinted as much to the adept. How did I accomplish that, you... All right then. Was there any...
Yeah, about...
These are indeed false. I've heard that Ningguang is... Ha. All right then. Was there any... The time of the adept... Kuching is absolutely right. Now, could the original person who... All right then. Was there anything...
That's right. Since Morax is... Also, isn't the Golden House the only...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the...
This is terrible. We're all about...
Yes. This is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint.
Then, did you at least set some private...
Oh, a private fund. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at... All right then. Was there anything
Nee,
else?
das wär's,
Well
das
then.
wär's. Juhu! Fortsetzung folgt, stand da. Aber bitte nicht mehr dieses Rumquatscherei. So Leute, ich habe immer noch Bambusleitung und die haben also wirklich kottelt mir ans Ohr gequatscht. Ich muss aber trotzdem jetzt mal abbrechen. Heute geht's gar nicht. Ich weiß nicht, wieso mein Internet heute ja total schaden und deswegen sage ich das schon mal. Ich breche mal jetzt hier ab und morgen, denke ich mal, geht's dann weiter mit neuer Quest. Ja, weil sonst es ruckelt. Ich sehe es halt selber, wenn ich spiele. Ich denke mal, leichte Störungen. Ich wünsche euch auf jeden Fall einen wunderschönen Abend noch und bleibt alle gesund.